Now, the Tuscaloosa Chevrolet Sports Update with WVUA's Gary Harris.
The defending national champion Alabama softball team opening up the season on the road at the University of Northern Iowa Dome Classic, so they're getting to play inside. Alabama, no problems, taking care of Illinois 7-2. They'll play the host school, Northern Iowa, tonight at 7. We'll have that update for you coming up tonight on the news at 10. Good evening, everyone. TGIF, after an embarrassing second-half performance at Auburn back on Wednesday night in which they scored just 14 points in losing 49-37. It's gut check time for the Alabama men's basketball team. Alabama is 14-8 overall, 6-3 in the SEC, and their slim NCAA tournament chances are slipping away. A victory tomorrow night at home against LSU is going to be critical if the Tide is going to hang on to any chance of making it into the NCAA tournament.
They're a very talented team. Like I said, they've won 4 of their last 5. I think they're playing their best basketball right now. So, we've got to do a really good job. Starts in the defensive end, as always, for us. They have a lot of guys that shoot the ball extremely well from the three-point line, very good in transition. They got size and physicality up front. So we're going to have to do a great job from a defensive standpoint first and foremost.
The 5th-ranked Alabama gymnastics team travels to Gainesville tonight to take on #1 ranked Florida at 7 o'clock in the O'Connell Center on the UF campus. The Tide posted a season-best score of 196.950, but they lost last Saturday at Georgia. And now they may have to post an even better score if they're going to take care of Florida, because the Gators arguably are the most talented squad in the SEC.
I just think we're both great teams. I don't think there's any talent that's better than the other one. I think that we just have to work, and whoever is on that night is going to win.
I expected even more. The O'Connell Center will be full. We will draw their biggest crowd of the season. I feel 100% positive about that. They are the #1 team in the country and have put up 4 197s. So for us, it's not about what Florida's going to do this weekend. It's about elevating our game and getting to the highest scoring potential that we can.
We'll have that story for you tonight at 10. It's official. Alabama offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland has been hired by new Philadelphia Eagles head coach Chip Kelly to coach the offensive line for the Eagles in the NFL. Stoutland came to Alabama in 2011 after a 4-year stint at the University of Miami. In each of his 2 seasons, he produced one of the best offensive lines in the country. And, of course, Alabama won the BCS championship both of those seasons. Crimson Tide head coach Nick Saban issuing a statement today on Jeff Stoutland, very complimentary. Coach Stoutland did an excellent job with their offensive line, along with each and every responsibility he had while he was here at the University of Alabama. We appreciate all that he did in terms of his time and his dedication in contributing to the success we've had over the last 2 years. He's an outstanding coach, and he will do a great job with the Eagles. We wish him and his family the best. Well, Cam Cameron, the offensive coordinator who's firing in Baltimore, corresponded with an offensive turnaround that led the Ravens to an NFL championship, has landed a new job in the Southeastern Conference. Cameron is a new offensive coordinator at LSU. Cameron and Tigers head coach Les Miles have a close relationship, as they were both assistants back in the 80s and early 90s at Michigan. Although Cameron has been in the NFL for the last decade, he has a wealth of experience in college, as I mentioned, an assistant at Michigan, and also as the head coach at Indiana. Donnie Lee Jr. of Tuscaloosa County High School was one of the most highly recruited track runners in the nation, a multiple Class 6A state champion. He's one of the tops in the country in the 400 and 800 meter dash. Today at a ceremony at the high school, Donnie Lee Jr. signed with the Florida Gators over Alabama and LSU. He told Arlie Smith that his family provided him with a great support system and that his mom kept him on track. And then the coach told us that Donnie runs for his father.
My mother, Linda Lee.
And why?
Because, she stayed on me. She's been extremely tough. I always hated the fact that she was tough, me being a military brat. She stayed on top of me, and we got the job done.
He came up to me when he was in I think it was 7th or 8th grade, and he told me he runs because his father couldn't. He said his father didn't have the opportunities that he's having to break state records and run in high school. And so he says that's part of what drives him.
Great athlete. Good to see him getting an opportunity on the next level. Hey, guess what? I've joined the Twitter generation. You can follow me. Just look for me, Gary L. Harris 1, at Gary L. Harris 1. Follow me on Twitter, and we'll have some fun. That's a look at sports. I'll see you back here tonight at 10. Philip is on deck. Stay with us.
This has been the Tuscaloosa Chevrolet Sports Update on WVUA. Roll, Chevy, roll.